Hello, today we're going to be introducing the MODX series, brand new to Yamaha. There's the 6, 7 and 8, the 61 key, 76 key and 88 key, which is this one here. I'm Luke Juby. I've played for a few bands recently from the Script, Mike and Mechanics, and I'm just going to be talking you through a few of the new features on this amazing new series. What we have here is the MODX, Yamaha's new synth. This one is the 8, the 88 note, piano weighted. You have two different types of synthesis going on. You've got the AWM2, which is Yamaha's sort of sample playback, but it's much more than that. So each of the 16 parts in performance mode has got 8 different synthesizers, and you can affect it in so many different ways with filters and envelopes and so many things like that. But also in this, we've got the FMX technology, which is the frequency modulation synthesis, and a completely different way of making new sounds. There's not really a sound in here that you can't get. So it's a perfect situation for your studio or for a live gig because it's got the strings, it's got brass, it's got anything that you might end up needing. So if you have a quick look, so we've got beautiful pianos here. So. Or we want to go to a guitar. So this is all in the AWM2. And we can change things, so we can put things on the super knob, so we can be playing away. We can bring in reverb and delays. Another great thing that we can use here is the different scenes, where we can have different sounds set up. So for example, here we've got a choir here. And using the super knob, we can bring in other elements. When you look at the FM sounds, for example, this is very much like the CS80, the old classic. And you can have very much like brass sounds. And it's also got arpeggiators. So for example, this one, another FM sound. And as you can see the different elements here that are making up the sound. And we can solo those if we want. And we can hear just the one that's got the arp moving through it. But alongside those two things, there's also its own flash memory in there. So we've got 768 megabytes, which can be used for samples or for down and loading other sounds. So one of the great things about the MODX is the size of it, because by moving the modules up here, we've managed to lose a certain amount down the end compared to some of the other synths. But also the weight. This one itself is only 13.8 kilos, which for a piano weighted action keyboard is pretty amazing. So the MODX 8 is especially good for piano players. It's got the full piano weighted keyboard, 88 notes, and a lot of Yamaha's amazing piano sounds. But with the controllability, we can blend it with other sounds. For example, we've got it with an electric piano as well. And one of the great things about the MODX is because we've got 192 note polyphony, you can play and I can choose another sound and have it ready so I can be seamless changing. So one of the great features about the MODX is the controllability, as we've been saying. So instant changes you can do. So here we've got a synth bass. If I want to change the cutoff, it's very easy. At the touch of a button, you can spin through and just change as many different things, assign it to the super knob, which is very clever, and set up different scenes. Another feature about the MODX, which is amazing, is it's got its own audio interface. So what you can do is you can plug straight into your computer and use your DAW, whether it be Cubase, Logic, and it's got 2-in, 10-out interface. And it's just such an amazing piece of kit that you don't have to carry around all these extra bits that you used to have to do. But underneath the hood of this synth, there's just so much you can get so deep on. Obviously it's got its own sound card in there with like 2-in and 10-out. You can see some of the depth you can get in. So that's the MODX, the 6, 7 and 8. Fantastic piece of kit. They're going to be in stock straight away. So come into the store down here in Soho, come and check it out or buy online. It's an amazing piece of gear.